Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward. The Mustangs will boot it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Cincinnati's offense will be first on the attack. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Turning it on. Got the first down and more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Can't get him to the ground. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So SMU's offense will go to work for the first time. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Pulls and fires complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. We've reached a break. Cincinnati is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. give to the running back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
What a lucky break for the running. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up. You're like, oh, no, and just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the mistake and fumbling in the first place.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. The quick out. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Bunch formation for these receivers. Gives it on the option. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Green. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Finkland Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rutgers.
Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle, it's Norton.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense in a bunch formation. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This will likely be the last play of the half. They'll try the run. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
And the Bearcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Starting this third quarter on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Now facing a 3rd and long. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Going to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Punt is on its way. Makes the tackle really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
They'll go hurry up here. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They'll leave it with him. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Knight. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll run the toss. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This drive started about the time Walter Camp invented football, but the defense can finally get a stop on 3rd and long. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, SMU! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And this defense puts an exclamation point on this one. Brought down after the pick, and time has run out. This was hardly an offensive juggernaut, but sometimes you lean on your defense and grind out a win.
This was a defensive struggle, no doubt about it, but we know this is a team game, and the defense certainly did what they needed to do. The offense just barely did enough. That's the important part, and David, moving forward, they're going to have to play better on that side of the ball.
I think it looked more like an offensive struggle, not a defensive struggle. They definitely brought their A game, but listen, all you needed was